Jesus is always present because you have the Paraclete who comes to everyone. And notice again, it's egalitarian. He says, who gets the Paraclete? If you love me and keep my commandments, then at my request, the Father will give you another Paraclete. So that every believer who keeps close to Jesus receives this Paraclete. The Paraclete dwells within him. He is the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot accept, since it neither sees nor recognizes him. But you recognize him, since he remains with you and is within you. Now, it's an extraordinarily rich idea. In a certain way, it's the final act of God's love. God so loved the world that God sent or gave his only Son. But God's presence in Jesus, even though that's a tremendous act of love, still God's presence in one who was without sin, one who was unique. Now, Jesus sends the Spirit to dwell in everyone who believes, and therefore God commits himself in a much broader way and a much more difficult way, because God commits himself in a lot of imperfect people. And but that sense that he has not left us alone, and he supplies his presence through the Spirit. So John has some of the same ideas about the Spirit the other Gospels have, but he presents us this notion. And it has ramifications, again, in the whole concept of church, because this is how we work with the tradition of Jesus in situations Jesus never faced. That is the sort of enduring issue. If Jesus taught us about God, how do we live out his teachings